Have you ever heard God being described this way? Listen to this carefully. The story of creation. There is a God, but there is no God. Part 1 of creation. God becomes self-aware. In the beginning, God was all there was. But as God, he could not know he was God since he was all there was. There was nothing else that was not love, for God is love. Therefore, in a sense, God was nothing, love was nothing, and they did not exist. For how could God, all that was, is, and never will be, know itself since there was no point of reference outside of self? Even if God is all there is, he is everything and nothing, inside and outside, over there and here. God then is everywhere and nowhere, or now here. Hence, a left does not exist in relation to a right. Up or down would also not exist. Above and below are also non-existent. Cold and hot and all their varying degrees would also not exist. For how could God know that it was the light if there was no darkness? And how could God know it was love if love was all God was and nothing else but love? How could God experience loving or being love if there was no one else to love or love less? And who would love God? And how could God be joy if there was nothing but joy as the highest state of happiness one could experience? Thus, absolute bliss became a curse and absolutely meaningless, since paradise was all there was. Therefore, God's blessed paradise and absolute joy could not be experienced, for there was nothing else. Thus, God was not. And since God was everything, he was also nothing. Thus, the saying nothing is in nothing, but nothing is something. In fact, it is all of it. That sounds crazy. Tell me what you think.